Hello. Hello. I'm a little upset with the double down. KFC took away the double down. I mean, are we supposed to boycott KFC because they took away the double down? I mean, me personally, I've never had a double down, but the idea of them taking it away is very upsetting. By the way, just before we got on live, I did have sex with my wife.
Are you live? Seriously?
Also, I drunk
That's why he's talking.
two White Claws in celebration of the rise of Jesus Christ from the dead. I haven't ate KFC in a long time either. I don't really like KFC that much, to be honest, but I'm just making fun of a video I saw. You gotta watch King Cobra JFS. He's so fucking stupid. But anyway, I did go to Bangkok. Dana did, and she enjoyed the trip apparently. But anyway,
Oh, I get it.
you get it? Wow,
Yeah.
Dana's fast as
No, that is slow.
lightning. Well, anyway,
Check out my Sam Raimi signed poster.
that you can really see. Frizzo. Oh. I was watching a movie. It took me forever to find a movie. When I have a few beverages, I like to watch a movie, a fun movie. So I watched Fraternity Demon. Apparently, it was a trauma movie or a released trauma movie, but it's pretty fun. Very light movie. Not There's no serious stuff in it. It's pretty funny, but I remember watching it when it came out in 92, and I probably watched it in 92 or 93 in my parents' house in my bedroom and drunk a bunch of beer and watched it. So I kind of recreated that a little bit, but definitely not as much beer. I just drank some White Claw because now I'm in the, I don't know what you call it, retired stage of getting crazy. And I'm drinking a Liberty Pop energy drink. And they make them here in Louisville, Kentucky. And they're not too bad. Hopefully they're not some right-wing bullshitter class, but, who knows. Me and Dana went and saw Your Thoughts. Your Thoughts. I don't know. I'll be quite honest. That's a lot of movies that I've never heard of in that Shaw Brothers set. It's possible I get them. I don't know. I mean, the Brave Archer set. I'm not sure. I've got one or two of those movies somewhere. I need to watch them just to see if I like them or not. But I think that's a good thing to have so many out. Different Shaw Brothers movies in Blu-ray, so I'll definitely check them out. Me and Dana saw John Wick. John Wick 4 yesterday. Here's a release that we should all really celebrate: is Creepshow 3. Definitely suggest you not buy that. What a dumb fucking move! Why would you want to release that? Other than to rip people off. But anyway. Neon Knight, hello. Well, I was kidding around, huffing this, when like, and my lips touched it, and now I've got the bitterest taste in my fucking mouth I can't get rid of. Favorite Robert Carradine movie? Quick. Uh, Massacre at Central High. Any in that?
Is he in
I think he's in
there?
that.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, we need to. Shot Factory needs to release some Cool Duder box set. That's true. Now, but I mean, it is very. Can you imagine huffing that shit? I cannot. With that bitter shit. It makes me want to watch that intervention episode where that cute brunette is just huffing the fuck out of that shit. Obviously, it's Revenge of the Nerds 2. But John Wick 4 was quite. I don't want to spoil anything, but it was quite. Well, first of all, it's 2 hours and 49 minutes, which obviously you got to take a little bit off for credits, but still, it's a pretty goddamn long movie. And there's quite a number of action scenes in it. But and then the what's his name, Lance Reddick, who passed away recently. He, I don't want to spoil anything, but his character doesn't fare well in this movie, and it's like, damn. But apparently they're gonna not make any more of these for a while, or maybe forever, which, in a sense, I'm okay with, because how far can you stretch this out? And then also they're going to make a new one, the Ballerina, kind of a spinoff, which would be fun. Yeah, definitely. It's funny because the first John Wick movie was almost direct to video. And can you imagine that big mistake of how much money they would have lost? Lionsgate would have lost if they had done that. Which, at the time, Keanu Reeves was, his movies were going straight to home video, so it would have been a big mistake. I mean, to me, my favorite still, even though give or take, is John Wick 2. I think is really good, really strong. Yeah, I mean, what, by summer at least? What is it? I'd say by July or late July or August, it's going to be on HBO Max or whatever it's going to be called. Apparently they're going to rebrand it. So who knows? I don't know why you would want to change the name other than take away the HBO part, but I don't know. Drinking, I haven't drunk that much alcoholic beverages in quite a while. Usually I just drink about one White Claw, and it's like a 24 ouncer, so it's one of the big ones from the gas station. So, it's probably equal to like 3 beers or something. So I drank a 6-pack within 2 hours, which is quite a lot. But I did get a few of my orders in recently. Little girl, what are you doing? One I got my Mondo Macabre in, Panic Beats with Paul Naschy, which really, the DVD of this looked incredible. So I haven't checked this out, but I've seen the transfer that I downloaded, and it looked awesome. So I can't wait. I'll check this out at some point. And then I got this big, giant Bollywood horror set. And I've checked out 2 of the movies so far that I haven't seen. I can't pronounce any of this shit, but I think it's just called The Ghost or something, which is the most recent movie. It was 2006. And it kind of comes across like a soap opera with horror stuff in it. But it's pretty cool. Well, you'd be surprised. I mean, at some point, people can their tolerance goes up to like superhuman levels if you just continuously consume booze and other stuff. So it's I wouldn't doubt it. Some people I've heard, they've been drinking like a fifth of vodka or a fifth of Jack Daniels or something a day and not have a fucking, you know, just to get normal. That's the thing though. Booze, if you drink it too much, you'll get to a point where you can't be normal. You're too low, and then you'll get to the point where you'll be normal, but you won't be drunk. Which that's a little bit too much craziness for me. Which luckily, I don't think I ever got to that point in my drinking career in my 20s, 30s, and 40s. But I haven't checked out. There's some in here. There's one that's missing. It's like the Friday not the Friday the 13th, but the the Nightmare on Elm Street ripoff. I got it on DVD, but I don't have it on here. Apparently, I don't think it's on here. But anyway, I watched the other one. I watched was called something like The Monster Wakes, which looks like a Bigfoot monster. And it's kind of, man, this movie's long. It's like 2.5 hours and like three or four dance things, and also a like a subplot with a comedy guy, like an Abbott and Costello guy, being a lookalike for a local crime boss or something. Whew. Yeah, I'm not really, to be honest. I'm okay with the DVD of Death Dream. I've never. It's all right, but it's something I've never really jumped into. So, uh, but I got my first Fun City release of Party Girl with Parker Posey, or Parker Pokey as I call her. I remember watching this when it came out. We had a screener copy on VHS, and we watched this a lot. Like it. I'm looking forward to having some fun with Fun City. Yeah, that's the name. Let me see if I don't think that's part of this release, but nope. So it's kind of weird. Maybe that version. Maybe they just didn't have their. I mean, they act like some of this. That one version, the Monster Wakes. They act like they came up with a disclaimer about how it wasn't going to look that good, but there were certain scenes. Most of the movie looks amazing for for that type of film. So I'll check. I'm gonna check out the rest, obviously, because I paid over 100 or about $100 for it. So, uh, I've never owned the Maltese Falcon on any format, so I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, that's right. I remember seeing that Neon Night. That may be 100% why it's not there. I remember that now. I remember seeing it on Twitter or something. Got some Star Trek movies. I got Star Trek 6 and Star Trek 4. The prices dropped on the 4Ks to a reasonable like 17 something dollars. This was a little more. I think I showed this last time. I still haven't opened it. Dazed and Confused 4K, which I really don't see myself watching that until summertime. But I'm gonna move all this shit back over here. I like the dust cleaner there that I huffed or play huffed and got bitter mouth. My bitter mouth is recovering. One thing also didn't help me when I was watching that Bollywood movie was my eyes started itching, so I took my contacts out and I just had to rub my eyes for like 30 minutes, and I don't know if I got something in them. I just don't know, but man, they were itchy. Now, Also, one thing I think it's going to come on Shutter because it had a Shutter thing at the beginning of this film. Watched something last night called Unwelcomed, and it's weird because it was a Warner Brothers movie, and I guess it's an Irish movie, so maybe they released it over there. And it is kind of a when I was reading about it, it is a kind of a mashup of kind of like well, I think they said it was a mashup of like Ghoulies and Straw Dogs, and pretty much that's kind of what it is. This couple they find out this chick is pregnant, and this couple, and these assholes are just hanging outside the store, and then they come back and break in their apartment and attack them, and so they want to move to a quieter place. So the guy's aunt dies and gives him our old house. So they went in there, but they have to fix it up. So they hire some local weirdos to fix it up, and then there's also they one of the ladies there tells them they have to leave an offering to the little people or red hats, whatever they call them. But anyway, some shit starts going real, and it's it's a pretty good watch. So I don't know when it'll come out on Shutter, but I suspect it'll be on Shutter at some point. Me also let me just see if I can. Oop, Dooney Discord stream soon. Uh, maybe next weekend, maybe next Saturday. We'll see. I'm getting really old and lazy and need rest and decompression, I guess. So even though these things are not really work, but they're kind of like if I said it, say I want to do something, then it's I gotta do it, or at least I know last week I didn't do it, but I don't know, but maybe next weekend, next maybe 4 p.m. or something. I'll definitely let everybody know on the Facebook pages. I'll pick something out. I was trying to get this thing to let me present a. Nope, not a video file. Let me see. Share screen. It's weird. Oh, there we go. Wow. So I did order something, and I got the the Friends of Trumpy. I got the because I'm a big fan of Mystery Science Theater, and one of the craziest episodes, which I'm probably going to watch after this, is Pod People, which is the the I guess the dub version called of the extraterrestrial visitors, which is a from the director of Pieces, Juan Pierre Simon. And it has the guy who played Kendall from Pieces in this. This is from 1983 after E.T. obviously, and this is the guy or the E.T. guy is the little snuffleupagus looking thing down here, Trumpy plush. So I ordered $61, and I got the package because I want the Fluffleupagus figure, but also want I Am a Virgin Islander T-shirt. Which, if you watch the Mystery Science Theater, which let me give you guys a link to it. It's on YouTube. So let me give you a link to it. So if you want to watch it later, well, there we go. This is the broadcast link. It is hilarious. Now, This is the broadcast link, so it has all the commercials and all that jazz in it. But you know, I like watching that. When did that come out? 91. So over 30 years ago. I have VHS. Yes, exactly, TJ. It stinks. Uh, Idiot Control now. Also, this comes with a freaking soundtrack, so I will be jamming that song at some point. Um, but this movie is completely nuts. And also, you can listen to the Severin podcast, and they were saying basically there's so much stuff that you couldn't see in the Mystery Science Theater version because of the quality of the video. There's they at one point there's like a bunch of centerfolds on a wall, and you can't make them out from the quality. And also, you can't make out the Islander part of the T-shirt here. It just said all you can see is "I am a virgin." So it is just hilarious. Of course, this stupid shit ain't coming out for fucking ever. Uh, when is this shit coming out? The end. Oh my god, it's gonna be fucking the end of fucking July or June. What the fuck does this mean? We hope to begin web store orders of this title around the end of April. What does that mean? We begin web store orders. Oh. So I don't know if that means I'll be getting it. They'll be shipping it out in a month. I don't know. Also, another big thing about this is that they're going to have a whole Juan Pierre Simon documentary. It's 101 minutes over all his films. So to me, I'm really liking that. I don't know what a private concert from this Pasteur guy. If you ever heard the soundtrack, it's like Casio keyboard stuff, so we'll see. But here's the rap. Secondary rap is the extraterrestrial. What does it say? Second coming, which is kind of funny. But they definitely charge you a lot of shipping on this. They charge like $20, which I assume it's for the plushie, which is, if you stand it up, it's around. If he said it's 17 inches, which, hey, but sitting down, it's probably like 12. There's the famous scene of "I Am a Virgin," which I can see it now, but I guarantee you will not be able to see it. There's the legend. Now, there's a couple of Trumpies in this, which is what they call the creature. There's a bad Trumpy and a good Trumpy. Let me see. There's them recording the song. I don't see. They don't show the Kindle guy, but I'm looking forward to that. I guess the other thing they released was this Aliens from the Abyss, which I don't know about it. I mean, I think I've seen it before. That looks familiar, the big claw thing. But yes, Eric, you gotta get you a Trumpy. If I had a kid, I would let him have that as a teddy bear. But it's going all right for a extended holiday weekend here. I got off yesterday, and I get off Monday for the Easter holiday. Even though I got to use vacation time, which I probably will. Also, there's a Kino Lorber sale going on right now, but I looked through it, and I mean, there's a few titles I would like to get. I always want to get the Octagon, but I just can't find enough around it to justify the purchase. I better look and see if I have the Octagon. I honestly, I'm not 100% sure. I don't own it because I haven't scanned all my movies in uh, because I'm scanning them into the Blu-ray.com app, and I've scanned some. Over there is my spinner rack that I got that I was going to make a video on, but never got around to it. I took a bunch of pictures and shit, and it's all right. I am using the uh, provided spinner thing, which is plastic, which I really it's very fragile looking, so I'm not 100% sure how long that's going to last, but I can't recall how much it holds. It holds quite a few. I forgot how many. I think it holds around 400 to 600 DVDs or Blu-rays. I think I pretty much put a lot of all my kung fu or martial arts movies, Asian movies in there, DVDs, and a few other things. As you can see, there's some open spots there. I need to reorganize it a little bit more. And then I move my posters there in the center. I was going to cut it out so I could slide it back, but I do not think that would be. It's not going to help that much if I cut the boards out. So I'll probably just leave it the way it is for now. It's hard to say. This isn't everything. I have a bunch of duplicates of things. So, of DVDs that I've upgraded in the garage and Blu-rays I've upgraded and stuff like that. So, it's kind of hard to say. I probably have tons. Now, if you're talking about digitally, I have I would say almost 20 terabytes of movies. Not all that is movies, but I probably have a couple thousand movies as well on there, and but physically, and then also I have burnt movies on DVDs, so I have a couple hundred of those that I never watch. Once in a blue moon, maybe twice a year, I'll pull something out or I'll download something and watch. But a lot of times I'll just watch something online or not. Well, watch over. I use Kodi and Plex to watch something I have on my hard drives. I've been thinking about getting a network storage device thing, but those things are a couple $100, and then you have to spend a lot of money. If you're going to have like a RAID system, which is redundancy, those drives are $200 a piece. So it would. I'm not sure how good that would go. Yeah, I have a couple stacks of books somewhere, and I don't recall where I put them. Of like those CD. I used to put the CD books. You know where those are at? I don't either. I have no clue where they're at right now. I started those, God, back in 2006 or 5. Yeah, I mean that's an easy way to do it too. I have like a power, power adapters, or well, I forgot what they called exactly, but basically they use your power, your internal power wires, and then you can use those as your network. And so I have a couple of those plugged in back here, and then I have them plugged into the one in the living room, one in the bedroom, so they extend my network wired to those areas, so I can connect to my I use network NVIDIA Shields to stream everything from and connect to the network. So some things I wish I could access Roku, but I just don't like certain parts of the Roku. I don't like the remote, which is kind of stupid on my part. But then there's you know, I there's certain things I don't like about the Roku. But I wish I could. I used to have two of them. And I gave one to a guy up in Pittsburgh who Tim Gross, and I've got like a Wi-Fi one or something. Oh yeah, that's what a lot of people did. We had like our local video store before it closed down. Wild Woolly got all this kind of all the stuff that we watch, which is you know amazing. So I made copies of everything that I rented, other than of course Blu-rays at the time. Which um, Dana's got a Blu-ray burner, but I haven't really seen the need to do that. You can download a movie, like 3 or 4 gigs, and it'll be Blu-ray quality. So I don't see the need to burn it to a disc. And in my drive that I use to download everything is only 55 gigs. I've used this same drive for like 20 years, so uh, I can't really hold anything more than that. So I don't really want to. I'm waiting for it to die, and then if it does die, then of course I'll get something. I have like a 200 gig drive around here somewhere that I can plug into the same uh, location and just do it that way. And then we did see a good preview of the new Evil Dead movie, Evil Dead Rises. So definitely looking forward to that. I think that'll be pretty cool. Uh, Fingers crossed. What the fuck is this? Oh, weird. Well, we got 26. We got like 2 dozen and a half. Well, let's see what else we can look at. Let's see. I wish that Diabolik would ship my one movie that I got from. Well, shit. That's not what I want. Ordered this Kill Butterfly Kill, which I know is probably gonna suck. I'm really, really scared because isn't it a Gregor or Jeffrey Hole movie or something? I'm trying to. What you doing? Oh, you're doing that.
I'm trying to get it
Danny's trying to make my face in WWE 2K or 23 or whatever it is. But I'm trying to look forward to this movie. I guess it's coming out early or later this month. What's up? Also, I mean, maybe let me make sure I got a file of it. But Satan's Children is a great movie. If you haven't seen it, it's uh, as in great. I don't mean like the Maltese Falcon, great, but I really enjoy that movie. I don't know why. It's a really grindhousey movie. I don't know if it ever played in that because it's a Florida uh, regional movie. It did come on TNT at one point back in the day. I don't know when, but it came on really late. Maybe Something Weird, if you remember those. Uh, cool. That is very cool. I wish I had enough energy to do something in the middle of the week, but I do not. Sleeping is my drug of choice. Sleep. I'm not really sure why you would want to get this Blu-ray of House of a Thousand Corpses, other than if you didn't have it. Um, I mean, I got the Blu-ray of the trilogy, as they, that I'll never watch the third one again, but I don't know why you would do that, but. Mm. I had never. I saw this movie or advertisements or something about Envy, and I'm like, when did that come out? I had never in a million years remember seeing that. But did you watch Martin yet, Dana?
Not yet.
Uh,
The special features I did.
Because Aaron says the transfer is not great.
Yeah, I've already heard that from him and Garrett.
Uh-oh.
Which I'm not saying I don't believe them. I'm just saying.
I mean, that sucks for a Blu-ray. I mean, they could have just done a Blu-ray if it's going to be shitty. I don't understand
I
why.
don't know why Second Sight would put out such a bad product.
Well, I'm not saying they did. I don't know yet. But I mean, also Primal Rage. I got a rip of it, and I can't 100% say it looks like garbage, but it did not look too good from the rip. So maybe if somebody has it and have seen it, the 4K of it, maybe they can chime in. But I was a little bit like, wow, grainy as shit. I did get Streets of Fire 4K. I've not watched it yet, but definitely it's on my to watch list in the next couple of days, because that's a great movie or a fun movie to watch. I haven't watched 5 Days. I've got a rip of it. I just don't see the. I don't know if I'll ever watch that, but I got it. But a Devil's Game is. I probably will get this at some point. They only got 6 left, but I'm not. I'll have to see if maybe Amazon or maybe somebody else will get it. Did I like the Hellraiser remake? It wasn't super awful. Certain parts I liked. I liked the rules that they made up for the movie. I thought those were pretty good. I mean, I think that some of the characters were not very likable. I don't know why you can't have likable characters anymore. But it wasn't horrible, but it wasn't that memorable either. I think something about the original made it memorable was, I mean, the music was, for one thing, and some of the other. I mean, back then, obviously, they had to do practical effects, so that helped a lot. But I'm not going to say it's horrible, but again, it's kind of middle of the road because of some of the things. But I did like the rules that they made up for for the box and everything. Fear. Wow. $92 for a Toxic Avenger 8-disc set. I mean, I don't know. There's the Shaw Brothers set, $150. Wow. I mean, I've heard of some of these. Like, I've heard of Golden Swallow. I've heard of Sword of Swords, but I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I think I'm gonna wait. I mean, it's not like the Vinegar Syndrome stuff. They were limited to 6,000. I mean, I do not see that selling out that quickly. So I will definitely be waiting a little bit on that. There's a couple of those I would like to get, but I'm not on a. I don't think there's a hurry to get those if you're going to print that many. and perhaps I can get it for a little less. You never know. There's your massacre video. So one thing I did watch, or I listened to, was the Tarantino podcast, the video archives. They had like a special episode, and it was just what Roger Avery's daughter talking to a guy about The Visitor, and all kinds of cool stuff about The Visitor, like that the little girl was a background character in Little Darlings, which I'd never heard about before. But he brung up a name that I hadn't heard in a long time. It says Adam Hewitt, and Adam Hewitt used to he was a guy who I met. And he was buddies with Wes and Aaron, and he came to like the Fright Night convention here in Louisville way back when a couple times, and I remember. I can't remember. I don't know. I can't remember if it was one of the Madman screenings we did at the drive-in or something like that. But it was kind of he was all up and in it. But apparently he got a print of like the uncut version of The Visitor, and that was that's the way that we see it now, because apparently it was super cut, and it didn't make a lot more sense. I don't know if it still makes sense or not. And I did order the Italian Gothic collection, but I got it from Amazon because it was like $67, which I think is a pretty good deal. Apparently, it's not getting released till the end of May, but you know, better price than here plus shipping. So I will go with Amazon for now. I almost got this, which I'm a little worried. I heard that the Blu-ray from Scream Factory of Brotherhood of the Wolf was not good, so I pre-ordered it, but then I went ahead and canceled it because I'm not 100% sure. I do know Studio Canal is coming out with this, and this is a really fun movie, but I do not want to get a shitty Blu-ray or 4K of it, so I will need to hear somebody say something about it or about the transfer before I will put money down. I did put down some money for Last Starfighter 4K, but it's also getting released at the end of May, so. Because I heard that this is an Arrow, and I heard the Arrow Blu-ray was good, so I'm expecting, that to be good. If you ever seen The Big Bus, I remember this used to come on TV a lot. When it's kind of a spoof, yeah, it's a spoof of disaster movies, but it's about a bus. And there was one thing about a bus driver who got stuck in a blizzard or something. They had to eat somebody on the bus, and he ate a foot or something. It's ridiculous. So, Infinity Pool, which I don't know if I really like that movie or not. I can't really tell. I did watch Lover's Lane, which is a kind of like around 2000 low budget slasher movie, and I think the big claim to fame of this movie is it has Annie Paris, whatever her name is, Anna Faris from those spooky or scary scary movies. And she plays like a secondary character. It's kind of honky, whatever. but it's not too bad. But it is definitely a low budget movie, and post Scream. So, well, I mean, I don't know if I would spend $30 on it, but you can seek it out online. What happened to Max Headroom? I don't know. I used to watch it. ABC back in the day. Uh, it's amazing they hadn't tried to redo that in some way or fashion. Well, don't see too much interesting there. But I think I might go ahead and take off. Dana's probably streaming.
At about 7
You doing a watch along?
for driving master.
Drive-in massacre. Watch along. Also, yeah. Speaking of Tubi, um, I got bored, and there's all kinds of shows on there. So I looked at shows because sometimes it's easier to you know obviously a little shorter. But there's a show that I looked, and it's a fake reality show called Siberia, and it was made or released or whatever in 2015. I'm not really sure. I hadn't looked into it, so I don't know what country it came out of. Um, but it's kind of like a fake Survivor show, and they put these people in Siberia, and it's during the summer apparently. So and uh, during the first show, one of the guys gets killed, and then in the couple shows afterwards, they lose all their food and all kinds of weird stuff happens. So I haven't really seen what it's like 10 episodes, so I've only gotten through 3 of them, but it's pretty interesting and pretty kind of hokey. But there's some hot chicks on there, but it's there's a lot of shows on there that obviously either a lot of them canceled after the first season, and there's a lot of them from different countries. So I'm definitely going to look at that. No, man, I haven't watched it yet. I might watch it tomorrow evening. I'm not really sure, but it's been a long time since I've watched this movie. Like I say, I've watched it on VHS. It was a screener VHS from a video store. But yeah, I mean, it's a pretty fun movie, obviously. And Parker Posey is looking good. Uh oh. Uh oh. Wow. Yeah, that's what some others. I mean, if Dana gets it, perhaps I'll check it out. I'm not a big fan of Death's Dream, but I see the appeal of it. But it's just, I think it might, maybe it's kind of a movie that makes me, I don't want to watch it during the summer. I want to watch it during the fall. Uh, Seems like more of a fall movie to me, but it's one of those things. So Dana is going to be watching a watch along for Drive-In Massacre at 7 p.m. So about 10 minutes from now, if you want to, it's Evil Dead Chick on YouTube. If you want to check that out, I'm gonna probably go relax for a few minutes and maybe eat some banana pudding that we got from a restaurant and chill out for a while. So I thank you guys for coming by, and you can check out the YouTube or the Facebook pages. And for next week, perhaps we'll do a watch along on the Discord channel. And if you do need access to the Discord channel, you can definitely message Deadpit, and we'll give you an invitation. Perhaps I'll just put that in the link if I do a Discord stream next weekend, and you can I'll put the link in there to invite so you can use that to come by. Yeah, you too. Thanks for coming by, Eric and everybody else. Matt, Scott, Blair, TJ, Neon Knight, if you will. So I'll see you guys later. Peace out.